There is a compliment with good intentions that just should not exist. It's the one where you tell a person that whose work you enjoy or whatever it is that they're doing very well. You go, hey, I like your whatever, or you're really good at this thing. I could never be as good as you at this thing. Or, I wish I could be like you. I wish I could be good at this thing like you are. I always encourage taking the compliment, especially when it's coming from a person who is genuinely complimenting your work. This compliment comes from a place of not understanding what it really takes to do what you do or get to where you are. And the reason why this compliment sucks, it's like half of it is the, talent versus hard work thing. But the bigger issue for it, for me, is like, why write yourself off already? Like, why not respect your ability to learn and grow to the point where you're already writing yourself off as never being able to be as good as the people you look up to? The talent versus hard work thing has been talked to death, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's there's people are inherently good at certain things, but when it comes to art, just like with a lot of skills, just like with a lot of other skills in life, if you work at it and you work at it intelligently, you can improve those skills drastically as much as you want to work on them. It's like if I were to go up to a chef, and be like, oh, I could never cook as good as a pasta as you. It's like for one, going to the talent versus hard work thing, it's like I would be telling this chef that I think that out of the freaking womb, straight out of their mother, they were able to cook amazingly. Totally disregarding all of the work that they put in to get as good as they are, and all the love and passion and struggles that have gone into being as great as they are. And it's like, what are they supposed to tell me after that? What are they supposed to tell me after that outside of just saying, oh, it'll get better with practice? The generic stuff that anyone will tell you if you were to give them this self-depreciating comment. Because in every way, shape, and form, we will tell you in the nice version of just get good. Put the work in if you really want to. If you don't want to and you keep wishing, cool. A different compliment you can give that is more meaningful, more thoughtful, more engaging to the person you're admiring. Say, for me, it's this chef. Say, maybe for me, to another artist, hey, I love your work. Instead of saying, hey, I love your work, I'll never be as good as you, or I can't do, I can't do X thing as good as you. I can't paint as well as you can. I can't embrace lighting and color as well as you can. Instead of saying the self-deprecating stuff where you bring yourself down to bring the other person up, tell them what you actually like about them. Because bringing yourself down doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help them. It doesn't help you. If anything, it sets you back even further with this bad mentality that I'm locked in this level of skill forever. And it's not the case. It's not the case unless you leave it there. It's not the case unless you're okay with where you are and you're not interested in growing or improving for yourself. Instead of telling the artist on Twitter, the artist in your local artist alley, that, wow, your work is amazing, I can never do the good draw like you can. Tell them, I love your work because of why you love it, you know? I love the way you connect me, or connect in the same way with the same fandom as I do, that you can bring them to life in the way that you do. Or if you can't really understand why you like their work, let them know how it makes you feel. If you can't get into the technical aspects like other artists can, like how artists can say like their line work, I'll be like, you know, hi, I love your line work. I love the way you weight things, or I love how precise you are with them. I love the detail you put in certain features and expressions or clothes, or it's amazing. It's not something that I enjoy doing, but I appreciate, you know, just how incredible you are at it. And that enriches both of you, you know? Not only is it furthering your understanding of how you engage with this person's work and what you take away from it and why you enjoy what they do, it also helps the creator be like, oh yeah, I was trying to do that thing. Or, oh, I never noticed this thing about my work that this person's talking about, and I like what they're experiencing. Maybe I can implement that more, or double down on that, improve on that. That kind of interaction is a two-way, you know, and a net positive. Whereas if they were to tell me, oh yeah, I love your work, and like I can never be as good as you, sorry, I'm trying really hard not to swear in my audio for this. Who does that help? Why is bringing yourself down supposed to help me? What does that accomplish? Is it supposed to make me feel better? No, that's not what it's doing. Is it supposed to help you feel better? I'm sure it doesn't. Admitting that you feel like you're ass when you could work on that. I just said ass as I was trying to refrain from swearing. But like, I understand where the compliment is coming from. I'm sure we've all, like, subconsciously, or maybe we've said it out loud, have had these thoughts to these people that we interact with. And it doesn't have to be art. It could just be, I don't know, I like the way you walk. I like the way you, I don't know, shoot hoops or whatever. It's like, oh man, I can never be as good as this person. But it's like, why not? Why should their success keep you from trying to improve yourself? Self-deprecating alone already doesn't help anyone, especially when you're trying to improve on stuff. When you look at your work and you're like, oh man, this sucks, or oh, I didn't do as good as I wanted to, or this thing didn't work out like I wanted to, I suck. Like, who does that help? In the same way that self-deprecating comments, the self-deprecating comment, the self-deprecating compliment doesn't help anyone. Like, all we have to do is just pause and think a little more about what we really want to say. And that just helps everyone. Stop self-deprecating yourself. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Hope any of this helps at all. And this is a part of the video that I do all the end of YouTube things. So if you're curious about my work, most of it is on Instagram at teoisdrawing. I have an amazing handful of supporters over on Patreon where you can get early access and news on the projects that I'm working on, as well as exclusive monthly merch. If you like what you listen to or want to get in on the conversation, catch the streams where I talk about most of these things over on twitch.tv/teoisdrawing. And if you missed all that, or you like one link to everything, links down in the description. Thanks for listening. Peace.